Alright. Hey folks, been a while since I posted last. Haven't made one in a while. Good to see you again. Where to begin? Where to start? I'm seeing a lot of one side or another. You know, the West against the East. You know, the woke against conservatives. And I just thought I'd make a video and say that I don't believe that. Okay, there's two sides. There's definitely two sides. But there's also one side that controls the two. West against the East, black against white, woke against conservative or Republican. And the more I see, the more I learn, the more I realize that you're supporting the same agenda one way or another. It's a game of chess, yes. It takes two to tango. You have to have two participants in a game of chess, but they're both playing on the same board, deck, and that deck, who owns it, you know, who made it, who controls it, those are the ones that are in control, obviously. You know, the old saying that in order to win, don't play. You know, step off the deck, the Freemasonic checkerboard. Now, I was drawn in at the start, and I still am. I'm still kind of hoping that, and this might sound bad, but I'm still kind of hoping that Putin gives the West a run for its money. But just because they say something that I agree with doesn't mean they hold the same values as me. You know, this is where the whole if you're not for us, you're against us. You know, and if you're not against us, you're not for us. There's both the good sides. I'm all for Western values. If it wasn't for the Western values, I wouldn't be able to make a video like this. True. You're not allowed to do that in certain parts of the world, obviously. So yes, just because I might support a certain agenda doesn't mean I support the whole regime. Now, I'm trying to tell people this stuff, and they can't get it into their heads. You know, a lot of conservatives and, you know, people of that leaning would rather throw away their, dare I say it, Western values just to stick it to the woke, you know, not realizing what they're throwing away. And this is a very, very smart game of chess, and it's something that's been played for, dare I say, tens of thousands of years, you know. This is a very old tactic. And before you realize it, you know, you're against all this wokeness and, you know, okay, I think it's an old Confucian tactic where you use your enemy's strengths against them. You know, you use what is strength. Like in certain ways, certain martial arts, you don't spend time either defending yourself or throwing back. What you do is, if somebody's about to punch you, what you do is you take their strength and you guide them, and that way you can, you know, you put them off balance, which is what a lot of politics is. They're using our strengths, not our weaknesses, against us, because eventually a strength, when it's flipped over, turns into a weakness. So, you know, you have to admire these politicians. They're not stupid, even though on the surface they do look stupid. And I think a lot of people, a lot of the ones who choose these politicians deliberately choose the stupid ones. Like if you've ever seen the movie Ali G, the movie, and it was this conservative dude gets Ali G into a place of politics to overthrow the Prime Minister, because everybody sees Ali G and the Prime Minister as being idiots, you know. And it's an old tactic. So all I'm saying is, don't throw away your Western values for something just to stick it to Biden, or even the other side. Don't don't become too conservative in your ways just to stick it to Putin. You know, it can go both ways. It's, you know, there's a very nuanced, a very fine line here. And this is what our Western leaders, and East, are bidding on to use against us. So, you know, take a news article in, see it for what it is. Don't make any rash decisions. Just remember that this is a game, and this is a game that's been played for a very long time and will do so, because I'm not going to say people are stupid, because if that was the case, then they wouldn't have to spend billions on propaganda to try and sway us one way or another. We're easily convinced and we're easily controlled, but it doesn't make us stupid per se. I don't think. I have a bit more humanity than, or hope for humanity than the people that say, oh, we're all doomed. No. And it wouldn't necessarily be in their best interests either, if that was the case, if we were all doomed. So yeah, this is a very fine line, a hair trigger of a game that they're playing. And, you know, they know when to pull back and they know when to push forward. So just don't take sides, but learn from it. You know, learn from it. If anything, the last 2.5 years has taught you, it's taught us a lot about people. It's taught us a lot about ourselves, more importantly. So yeah, anyway, good to see you again. Keep up the keep up the good work, all you guys and gals, and see you at some stage again soon. Ta-ta.